On a breakaway, scores!
Big hit at the blue line.
And he got waffle boarded. What a save!
He shoots, he scores.
Drives in, score!
This is the 6 Hockey.
Welcome back to the 6 Hockey, and welcome back to our U16 AAA GTHL Quarterfinal Recap Series. This series features the Toronto Junior Canadiens facing off against the Mississauga Rebels. For the Junior Canadiens, some administrative notes. Ryder Muir coming from the Toronto Red Wings mid-season as a mid-season replacement. He might be a factor in this series. And Callum Mason coming from the Mississauga Reps. So the Junior Canadiens lining up looking a little bit different than it did the last time you saw them. Let's not waste any more time. Let's head over to Herb Carnegie Arena for Game 1. We jump into this one. The Canadiens already with a 1-0 lead early in the first period. It's O'Rourke walking the blue line. He finds Vortman. Vortman's shot from the top of the circle finds its way through Rizzo. And the Canadiens take an early 2-0 lead later in the period. The puck is dumped into the corner. Finding it is Braden Grima. He corrals it, finds Kov long in front, and Long. He sends that one to the back of the net. 4-0 for the Canadiens in the first period, and they did not stop there. Early in the second, on the power play, it's O'Rourke finding Grima at the top of the circle. Braden Grima, he rips that one from the top of the circle, beating Rizzo and taking a resounding 5-0 lead for the Canadiens. The Canadiens, they didn't make many mistakes in this one. Here's one now. It's the Rebels dumping it out of the zone, off the glass, over the head of Ross. It finds its way into the Canadian zone, and oh no, coming out to play, Marco Misic. And he committed too much. It's Cale Scott putting it into the back of the net. They get the sole goal for the Rebels there as the Canadiens, they respond in the third period. It pops out to the boards. The Canadiens finding possession in the corner. It pops out over to Ryder Muir, the Toronto Red Wings transfer. He has Caterin in the slot, sends it to him. Caterin pops that one over the blocker of Rizzo. And the Canadiens, they take a Game 1 lead, 1-0, and they do it with confidence. The final score, not 6-1, it was 7-1. The timekeepers being friendly, not showing the 6-goal lead that the Junior Canadiens had. And the Rebels caught flat-footed in game number 1. Jumping in now to game number 2 at Scotiabank Pond. The Junior Canadiens with an early power play about midway through the first period. Champagne, he won that back to O'Rourke. O'Rourke sends it across to the far side boards. A pass through the slot, finds Champagne, and Champagne, he puts it home for a 1-0 lead in the first period for the Junior Canadiens. You'll notice Rizzo on the bench there. It was Wilson getting the start for the Rebels in this one, and Zidane JC getting the start for the Junior Canadiens. Later in the second, it's the Junior Canadiens forcing the puck through the neutral zone. Carrying it around is Zhu. He finds Wang. Wang back to Zhu in the slot, and Zhu on the backhand. He hammers that one home for a 2-0 lead midway through the game for the Junior Canadiens. And the Junior Canadiens offense firing on all cylinders the first 2 games in this series. A weird moment here later in the third. It's the Canadiens driving towards the net of Wilson, and we see some extracurriculars happening. Some frustrations being let out by the Mississauga Rebels. Penalties were doled out on this play, but ultimately it did not lead to anything, as it was the Junior Canadiens going on a late power play with the freedom just to dribble it out. That's exactly what they did, taking a confident 2-0 series lead, winning the game 2-0. It's the Rebels. Do or die game 3 back at Herb Carnegie. It's the Junior Canadiens once again picking up where they left off. Finding it down low was Champagne. Champagne over to Muir in front, and Muir, the Toronto Red Wings transfer, confidently picks up his second point of the series for the Junior Canadiens. And once again, the Junior Canadiens, they did not stop there. They corralled it in the neutral zone, firing it up into the offensive zone. Long collects it on the near side boards over to Zinke. Zinke fires that one and getting the deflection. Ryder Muir once again. He gives the Canadiens a 2-0 lead. The Rebels complaining about a high stick on that play. The referees, they did have a discussion, but ultimately the goal would stand. Later on, it's the Junior Canadiens once again controlling puck possession inside the Rebels' zone. After a battle behind the net, it pops out to Wang at the point. Wang finds Grima somehow in the slot. Grima over to Katerin, and Katerin picks up his second goal of the series to give the Canadiens a 3-goal lead with 5 minutes left to go in the second period. And that would be the last goal of the series. The Canadiens sweeping the Rebels, only allowing the 1 goal in the first game. Marco Misic getting the shutout in this one after JC the day before. So there you have it. The Toronto Junior Canadiens take Game 3 in convincing fashion. They win the series 3-0. And the Toronto Junior Canadiens dominant throughout each game. They scored a total of 12 goals in the series, only allowing 1. And with that being said, let's head over right to my 3 stars of the series. My third star, I'm going to do a combined third star. It'll be Zdane JC and Marco Misic. That's right, the Toronto Junior Canadiens goaltending are very deserving of the star in this series, only allowing the 1 goal in Game 1, a game in which they won by 6. The Toronto Junior Canadiens goaltending, they didn't face a lot of action, but when they did, they stopped it. My second star of the series is the Toronto Red Wings transfer Ryder Muir. He scored a couple goals in the series, picked up an assist, and was all over the ice, was a true factor in every single game, and a mid-season ad for the Junior Canadiens that I'm sure they're very happy about. With that being said, my first star of the series goes to none other than Braden Grima. Picked up an assist in every single game, scored a goal to boot, and was once again the #1 dynamic offensive front in this series. We didn't see a lot from Cash Kawaja, but maybe he's holding it in reserve for the semifinals, where he'll take on either the Don Mills Flyers or the Markham Majors, but we'll just have to wait and see. Until next time, I've been Sammy Brzozowski with the 6 Hockey.
On a breakaway, scores!
Big hit up the blue line.
And he got waffleboarded. What a save!
He shoots, he scores.
Drives in, score!
This is the 6 Hockey.